Explosions. A new video tonight shows the explosive power of Madame Pele. It's been nearly 2 weeks since the first eruption, and those sounds and sights have been keeping Puna residents on edge.
Yeah, and up at Hale'emaumau crater, huge plumes and seismic activities keeping much of the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park closed. Those plumes sent ash towards parts of Ka'u and Puna. The National Weather Service says that ashfall is expected for at least another hour. The Department of Health says those masks that you buy at the store will not protect you from the sulfur. The USGS says that 19 fissures, one of which have been setting a narrow flow towards the ocean, is threatening a critical access point. The State Transportation Department says it's working to reopen Highway 130 from Malama Street to Maili Street. That's the same area that was closed because of the cracks. But the DOT says it's going to put up metal plates to cover them up. The latest check found that 500 people are in shelters now in Pahoa and Kea'au.
And take a look at this aerial view of the new fissures and just how close they are to the Puna geothermal venture property. The state's already taken action to remove 60,000 gallons of pentane gas from the plant. Now HYEMA says it's moving forward with a plan to kill 3 active wells at the site. The agency's administrator, Tom Travis, says the process will involve pumping cold water into the wells.
The weight of the cold water for a time until you start heating things up, the weight of the cold water will keep any of the geothermal reservoir from entering into that pipe. After time, the reservoir might heat up the pipe, and it may change the process, and the well could come alive again. And that's why we stated the objective is to kill and maintain kill on all the wells.
Well, after the cold water process, the wells will be plugged with iron caps. Our Lynn Kawano joins us now live from Pahoa with more. Lynn.
Steph, more than 500 people spent the night in shelters, and out here in Pahoa, the Salvation Army is preparing to feed everybody dinner. Earlier today, we got an update from state, county, and federal officials. And while there are 19 fissures, it's fissure 17 that's concerning them the most. That's because it has advanced the most and because of the direction it is going. It is now just a little bit more than a mile from Highway 137, and that is a main evacuation route, and it is one of the last in that lower Puna area. USGS officials flew over the area early this morning and again this afternoon. They expressed some relief after the afternoon flight in seeing that the flow has slowed.
The flow front has slowed down a little bit. It was moving pretty fast overnight, over 100 yards per hour, and now it's slowed down quite a bit from that. We don't know if that slowing down is going to continue or if it's going to stay at this rate. So I'd say we're still concerned. It's moving towards the highway, but the rate is moving in the right direction. It's good that it's slowing down, but we can't say if it's going to stop or not.
Now, the other fissures, 18 and 19, are still active, but not a lot of activity. And then the remaining fissures are inactive right now. That was the latest that we got from the USGS at that press conference. Now, a health official also wanted to emphasize the air quality. It is dangerous out here. Those masks are not going to help. They suggest evacuation as the best plan. And the numbers did grow in the shelters in Kea'au and Pahoa. Again, we're up about 500 people seeking shelter. Reporting live in Pahoa, I'm Lynn Kawano, Hawaii News Now.
Thank you very much, Lynn. And as we track the conditions, we are also expecting more ash and volcanic haze across the Big Island.
Meteorologist Jennifer Robbins continues our team coverage. Jen.
And that special weather statement continues until 6 o'clock tonight due to the light ashfall expected. And they're saying avoid excessive exposure to the ash, so stay indoors because it's quite thick out there. At 9 o'clock this morning, a burst in the volcanic emissions could be seen on this visible satellite image. And you can see the northeast winds carrying that volcanic ash downstream to Ka'u. And that's where we continue to see the thickest of the ash. But what we're going to to see in days to come. The trade winds will be slowing down, but still that's going to push it to that side of the island. We will continue to see some of that even transported towards Kona as we go into the next couple of days. So unhealthy conditions when it comes to fog, the sulfur dioxide levels. I'll have more on that and also your 7-day outlook coming up soon.
Okay, thanks, Jen. The ongoing eruption already having an impact on tourism. Officials say the bookings for hotels and tours on the Big Island are down about 50% compared to previous years. That's roughly $5 million worth of cancellations from May through July. The Associated Press also reports that several cruise ships have also decided not to port there.
We'll have continuing coverage on the ongoing Kilauea eruption on air and online. Check for the latest updates on HawaiiNewsNow.com on our Facebook page.